All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Go ahead and say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man and Log and TV and Charlie Brown's up there, but you can't see him. And let's get started on the KnivesFAST channel, guys. If you are not subscribed to the KnivesFAST channel, what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. There's lots of channels out there, and I appreciate you watching. And if you're interested in subscribing, check it out. And thank you to all the channel members and people that support this channel every day. Really, really love it. Now this, guys, is from the Apex Pass Around group. It's the first rake knife I've seen in a while. This is the P865B, and it actually has a little key tool in there as well that was add on to this with the knife. So let's get started. Now, this one, I'm just going to start leading off up front, is $36 at White Mountain Knives. They have this version, and then, let's see, they also have what looks like a black and blue G10 model. They're both $36, and they are both in stock. So really, really cool. Now, $36 is a great thing, and it's a Warncliffe. So for those of you who are big fans of a good budget knife, this one's probably for you. Now, this is a fairly big knife, so you would think I would just be in total love with this. And you know what? For the most part, there's a lot of good things. This G10 is finished really well. It literally the only hardware that is visible. Now, you do have a pin back there, but the only visible hardware is this screw back here and the pivot. And it's very simple hardware, and you have this kind of dividing line in the middle, and it angles this way and that way. And it actually feels pretty good in the hand. This clip is good, very stiff, but it goes in and out of the pocket well, and it is 99% in the pocket. There's a tiny little bit left over there. Man, focus. There you go. It is tip up, left hand only, and it is a closed back spacer all the way down. Now, you can see some chamfering, some skeletonization on just this side. And it is a liner lock. Lockup is pretty good. It's a very thin liner, but it's pretty good. There is some side-to-side wiggle and no top and bottom wiggle. You have some pretty serious serrations, and I will call them that. It's not just jimping. They are pretty sharp there on that lock bar. And you know what? You have some decent chamfering, but then it sort of comes up. So you still don't have quite as much room as I would see. You can see there. It looks like you have a lot of room, but it like goes back up. So you don't really have much room to get over to the lock bar. We'll talk about that more in just a minute. Excuse me. You do have a good sharpening choil. The thumb stud is only on one side. Over here you've got 14C, which is obviously my favorite pretty much budget steel. There is the numbering and the logos, lots of billboarding on this one, and you do have a really crazy looking satin and this Warncliffe blade with a wicked cutting tip, and it does cut. Maybe I'll get a piece of paper because this is a pass around knife. I don't really like to do that because I don't want to make the knife look bad. It did cut, and it is sharp. It's very much sharp. I just don't like to do a lot of cutting with a pass-around knife. You got the rake logo on this side and a pretty good thumb stud. However, let's talk about the things that kind of are holding me back from calling this a home run. Now, it is a $36 knife, so, you know, it is what it is. It is off to the show side ever so slightly. You can see there. It's a little more than ever so slightly, I would say. It is hard. I think that chamfering there is really to get to this thumb stud. It is because it's so thin and the way it's sloped. It's just hard to get a good purchase. There we go. You really have to give it a little risk. Now, this tears your finger up to get in here, and it doesn't want to let go. There you go. I finally got it. It is just not easy to disengage that lock bar, partially because it's really thin, partially because it's really stiff, and partially because of that nasty serrations that just want to take my finger with them. And I get it. It's jimping, guys, but I will also say that thumb stub is also kind of sharp on your thumb. I don't know. It's just thin, and you have to really dig to get into it to make it come out. Now, when it does come out, you can tell it pops out, but it is a shake it multiple hundred times to get it down, or just push it down kind of knife. $36. Keep reminding everybody. Again, I know I'm being a little nitpicky here, but things that discomfort the fingers are things I'm usually, but man, look at it just pop out of there. It's just really hard to close it. So there you go, guys. Again, this one will go on to the next person in the pass around group. This is the Ruike P865. I want to keep calling it the P365, but that's not what this is. So there you go. That is the knife. Just for comparison's sake, here is my Rat 1. Let's just see. And we'll hold it up. All right. So here is this guy, and here's the Rat 1. So you can see very, very similar, except the Rat 1's just a little bit bigger on both ends. So let's talk about specs now on this one real quick, and then we will wrap this up. So this knife is it is made in China, of course. 8-inch knife, 3.5-inch blade. Very thin profile. Oh, by the way, it rides great in the pocket. 14C blade thickness is 0.11, so I love that. Bead blast finish on that flat grind blade. 4.50 handle. And the handle thickness is 0.49, so really good. 2.47 ounce carry. And just, it's cool. It's just got some things that aren't perfect. Again, let's just show you that carry because I didn't. Nice and thin in the pocket. You're carrying it this way, so you got plenty of room to get your hand down here. That part is really, really good. So the Ruike P865. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you did. Is this knife interesting to you? If it is, let me know. Leave a comment. It helps the channel with the algorithm and all that stuff. Give me a thumbs up. That also helps. And also subscribe if you're not. For those of you that do, I'm very thankful for each and every one of you. And guys, thanks overall for watching the KnivesFAST channel.